We have the Field Guide to Wild Herbs. And my grandmother got this for me, and I haven't really looked through it yet. And I just wanted to show it in this video. I don't have any bookmarked, so I think I'm just gonna go through here. The illustrations are pretty, illustrated by Thomas. I think that's a C. Cork Jr. It's kind of hard to read for me because it's in cursive, but if you can read that. But we have some really beautiful illustrations. I think they're very pretty. We'll read dandelion. So dandelion. Other names: common dandelion, red-seeded dandelion, Arctic dandelion, blowball, and alpine dandelion. Description: the big yellow blossoms are actually individual, tiny flower tubes that broaden into a slim, long strap. They're arranged on a round disc with the straps extending in a circle and those at the edges unfurling first. Each flower grows by itself at the end of a long hollow stalk. Directly under the golden head is a cup of thin, pointed green leaves that lift and cover the petals at night and on rainy days. When the blossoms wither, the round discs that bear them turn into tiny tufts that blow away with the wind. Leaves are smooth and green and grow in rosettes directly from the roots, either upright or close to the ground. Their edges are indented into large teeth. The dandelion grows in almost every inhabited corner of Canada and the United States. So they just have these short little excerpts. Maybe really a paragraph, to be honest. Dandelion tea is really good. I use the flowers, like the actual yellow part, and then the root is also really, really good. I'm not so sure about the leaves. I think you can use them in like salads and stuff. I'm pretty sure they're edible. But the root and the actual flower part is what I personally use for tea. What else do we have? Black mustard, chicory, blackberry, birch. I love these illustrations. They're so pretty. This blackberry one's really pretty. Peppermint. Peppermint. Mentha is another name, I guess. It's the more technical name. Other names: Oswego tea, bee balm, wild bergamot, horehound, giant, hyssop, pennyroyal, giant hyssop, Hyssop. I don't really know how you say that. Description: peppermint has a shallow root system and forms runners below and more abundantly above ground. The pointed oval leaves are attached to square stems of a purplish green color which extends to the undersides of the leaves. The small flowers are violet and form at the far ends of the shoots only. Peppermint is common from the Maritimes to Manitoba, south to Florida and Louisiana, and is scattered elsewhere. But here we have peppermint. Right there. It's very pretty. I never knew that peppermint and bee balm were the same thing, but I guess they are. Oh, right next to it we have milkweed. It's really, really great for butterflies and stuff, specifically monarchs, which is really great. Other names: common milkweed, showy milkweed, pleurosaroot, tuberroot, butterfly weed, and cotton tree. Description: the common milkweeds grow from 2 to 5 feet high. Leaves grow in opposite pairs on short, plump stems. They're from 4 to 9 inches long, less than half as wide, egg-shaped to oblong, and tapered at both ends. Fragrant clusters of flowers grow from the central stalk in angles between the opposite leaves. Blossoms are amethyst to almost white, 5 petals, each with an erect cowl and an inwardly hooked horn, 5 outer leaf-like sepals, and 5 stamens. The blossoms become long, green pods, about 3 to 5 inches long. Their sheaths split to reveal flat, hairy seeds. The West has its own common milkweed that's slightly taller. The pods, seeds, and the milkiness of the plant are the same, but the flowers vary from pink to white in color. Milkweeds grow from coast to coast, from southern Canada to the southern United States. The eastern variety ranges from maritime provinces to Saskatchewan, south in the Carolinas and Kansas. The western variety grows from British Columbia east to the Coast Mountains in Minnesota, south throughout California to the Gulf of Mexico. We had some tall ones, my family, in our garden, but I don't know if they made it, if we have them anymore. We'll do one more. I want to save this and do a whole video with all of my herbology books and I guess plant books in general. They have this section at the end that's just more about a lot of very recognizable, commonly used herbs. We have sage, salvia. Description: grows to a foot or more high with a square stem and rounded leaves that are supported by short stems. Purplish flowers appear in August at upper end of the plant. Leaves and stems are coated with stubbly silver-gray hair. Culture: start from seeds, planted a foot apart, sown March for indoor planting, April for outdoors. Needs sunny, wind-protected area with natural soil, a lot of calcium and moisture. Apply compost, avoid fresh manure because it produces an undesirable flavor. Needs early spring hoeing and cultivating. What and when to harvest? Harvest no later than September. Pick only leaves and stems high up on the plant. Dry leaves and shade until crisp. Uses: use finely crushed leaves to flavor cheese, sausage, fowl, and pork. Has various medicinal applications. That's funny, I've never thought about doing anything with cheese, with sage, but I use sage usually just for tea. But I guess I'll have to do that on cheese. That's funny. I'm guessing it is more to do with the actual making of cheese. Use finely crushed leaves to flavor cheese. Yeah, I would suppose it's more like the actual making of cheese. I have no idea. I'll have to look into that more. But yeah. We also have parsley, rosemary, thyme. These are ones that I use. Just kind of interesting. They're just like, I guess, more common. Dill. I don't know what that is. Marjoram. Chives. Basil. Basil's very, very good. Anyway. So, that will be all for tonight. Remember to look in the description for the important links. And I will see you next Thursday.